Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth while others struggle their entire lives? Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody talks about. Reaching $1 million net worth isn't actually about making more money. It's about understanding a simple mathematical reality that most people completely ignore. I know what you're thinking. $1 million sounds impossible. You're probably calculating your current salary, your expenses, maybe even your debt, and thinking this guy has lost his mind. But stick with me for the next few minutes because I'm going to show you exactly why getting to 7 figures is more predictable than you think. The biggest lie we've been sold is that wealth building requires some secret formula or incredible luck. The reality? It's just basic math with a twist of time. Let me break this down for you. First, let us destroy the biggest myth. You don't need to earn 6 figures to build 7-figure wealth. I've personally known janitors who retired with more money than doctors. The difference wasn't their income, it was their understanding of compound growth. Here's where it gets interesting. If you can save just $500 per month and invest it with an average return of 7% annually, you'll hit $1 million in 37 years. That's it. $500 a month. That's skipping a few dinners out, maybe driving your car an extra year instead of upgrading, or picking up one small side hustle. But here's where most people mess this up. They think linear when money grows exponentially. Your first 100,000 is brutal. It feels like you're getting nowhere. You save for months and barely see progress. This is where 90% of people give up. They don't understand. They're building the foundation that will eventually become unstoppable. The second 100,000 comes faster. The third, even faster. By the time you hit 400,000 or 500,000, your money starts making more money than you do at your job. This is when wealth building becomes automatic. Now, let's talk about acceleration, because 37 years sounds like forever. Here's how you cut that timeline in half. Instead of just saving, you optimize 3 key areas: income, expenses, and investment returns. Income optimization doesn't mean working more hours. It means becoming more valuable. Learn one high-income skill, whether that's sales, marketing, coding, or even public speaking. Pick something that interests you and can add $20,000 to $50,000 to your annual income. This alone can cut your timeline by 15 years. Expense optimization isn't about living like a monk. It's about conscious spending. Track where your money goes for 1 month. You'll be shocked. Most people leak thousands annually on subscriptions they forgot about, convenience purchases, and lifestyle inflation they don't even enjoy. Here's a powerful strategy most people miss: house hacking. Buy a duplex or small multifamily property. Live in one unit, rent out the others. Your tenants pay your mortgage while you build equity. This single move can accelerate your timeline by decades because you're using leverage to multiply your returns. Investment return optimization is where things get really interesting. The difference between 6% and 9% annual returns is massive over time. 9% gets you to $1 million 12 years faster than 6% with the same monthly investment. This is why understanding basic investing isn't optional. But here's what nobody tells you about the psychology of wealth building. The hardest part isn't the math. It's staying consistent when nothing seems to be happening. You need systems that make saving automatic and remove emotional decisions from the equation. Set up automatic transfers to investment accounts right after you get paid. Treat your future self like your most important bill. Most people save what's left over after spending. Wealthy people spend what's left over after saving. Here's another acceleration hack. Maximize every tax-advantaged account available. Your 401k, IRA, HSA if you have one. These accounts give you an immediate return through tax savings, then compound tax-free or tax-deferred. It's like getting a head start in a race. The compound effect becomes ridiculous in your favor when you understand this. Every dollar you invest in your 20s is worth $16 in retirement. Every dollar you invest in your 30s is worth $8. Every dollar in your 40s is worth $4. Time is literally money multiplying. Most people think they need to wait until they're making more money to start investing. This is backwards thinking. You need to start investing to make more money. Investment income becomes a second stream that eventually becomes your primary stream. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop thinking like a consumer and start thinking like an owner. Instead of buying products, buy the companies that make the products. Instead of paying rent forever, own real estate. Instead of being employed by one company, own pieces of multiple companies through index funds. The path to $1 million isn't complex, but it requires patience and consistency. Start today, even if it's just $50 a month. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. Your future millionaire self is waiting for you to make the decision that changes everything. The question isn't whether you can build wealth. The question is whether you'll start today or keep waiting for the perfect moment that never comes.